Our 20-year-old producer, Mr. 97, has done a lot of things for the first time recently.
What have I done? What do you mean?
But one thing he hasn't done is have sex. So we got our mate, 53-year-old Scooter Derek, to surprise him with a generation intervention.
Thanks, 97, for sitting down with me today. My generation were rooting like rabbits at your age, as every generation beforehand. Putting it simply, you guys don't seem to be rooting. This is a generation intervention. This is going to sort you out. Yeah, I reckon you'll be chopping in a week. Do you overthink sex and how it's going to be?
I think I refrain myself from overthinking. So I probably would have the tendency to do it, and so I think there's probably a filter where I'm like, if I underthink and I push it away and I don't think about it, then it doesn't exist, and I don't have to spend time thinking about what it is and what it would be like and who it's with and how it happens. There's not a willingness to put myself in a situation where it could lead to sex. There's a whole sort of foreignness about it. You've got the examples of like what you see in porn and what you see in TV shows and movies and all that sort of stuff, but it still feels super foreign in terms of how you lead into it, how you engage, all that sort of stuff.
So you still live at home with your parents,
Yep.
as I'm told everyone does.
Yeah.
When the time comes and you've got a girl around and in your room, and would you feel comfortable getting stuck in? Would you feel comfortable having sex in there when your parents are at home?
Well, I mean, my parents' bedroom's is right upstairs,
directly above you?
Yeah, on top. Yeah.
I think technically that's better than downstairs.
It's not soundproofed.
I think you're better off being at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean that's a thought, right? Like where do you go? Like, because it's a bit weird bringing them home if people are home and you want to have sex, but I mean, I guess you find a time when no one's there.
Or maybe not take porn once again into account when thinking about how loud it's going to be and how long it's going to take and stuff like that. Yeah, but yeah, okay. So you're okay with that? You don't feel like it's a sacred place or anything like that?
It's just more of like it's a bit uncomfortable not knowing where people are, if they're going to come home, like all that sort of stuff. Do
you feel like in your family, do people just walk in and out of doors or knock and open? Is it like Seinfeld where they just barge in?
Barging in.
Okay. Yeah. That would probably change. You find that it would change if you had a girlfriend around.
Yeah, I think so. I think the door would be shut a bit more.
In a perfect world, your first time, where is it? Who is it? What's happening? What's the lead up?
The first time, I want it to be more romantic. So I don't know. So I feel like somewhere out of my room, out of my house would be nice, because that just feels a bit strange. And making it this sort of like special occasion would be nicer than just in my bedroom, downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
can you see any romance in hooking in a frenzy in a McDonald's car park at midnight?
No, definitely not. Do you?
Oh wow. There's romance in everything if you look at it the right way.
Through the right lens.
So who is it? Like in a perfect world. I'm not talking about bodies and stuff like that, but what does he or she look like?
It's just someone that you have fun with and you're willing to experiment and test and learn, and it's not really much of an appearance thing. It's just who you're comfortable being around and doing it with.
If you were going on a date, you thought she was beautiful, you'd already been and had a coffee, and you're going on another date, would you take condoms with you?
That's a good question. I mean, I would say rush down to the shop right before.
I mean, you mean you haven't got some ready? What's going on here?
No, I don't.
What?
No.